I think for a while, Club Shay Shay was like Wendy Williams with a weight set. Like, interviewing Shannon on Club Shay Shay. This would be a clear diss towards Shannon's recent assault accusation.
If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see
that he is completely innocent of the allegations that have been levied against him. I can't sit here and speak to his innocence or guilt.
I saw Stephen A. Smith kind of talking shit.
I done told y'all that this is a shakedown of the highest order. And to be frank with you, I think that the entire legal team, what is his name, Busby? I think that they all need to be investigated.
Race play, Shannon Sharpe. Race play? I didn't even want to talk about this. But the more videos I scroll past talking about Shannon Sharpe and this relationship that he had with this 19-year-old, and it's not just her with the race fetish. He obviously was turned on by these conversations as well, and he only released what she was saying.
From the heart, this is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
In a stunning turn of events, Shannon Sharpe, former NFL star and now one of the most recognizable voices in sports media, is facing new and disturbing sexual assault allegations that have sent shockwaves through the industry. Just as his reputation seemed untouchable with his rise on major platforms like ESPN and his recent podcast success, these allegations have reopened a dialogue around celebrity accountability, media hypocrisy, and the fragility of public trust. Adding fuel to the fire is comedian and cultural commentator D.L Hughley, who has come forward not just to address the situation, but to publicly hold Sharpe accountable in a scathing takedown that is now going viral. The controversy erupted when court documents were leaked to the public, outlining sexual assault claims made against Sharpe.
Now, this woman is alleging that Shannon Sharpe her multiple times over the course of a 2-year relationship. The relationship that they had was
and go find somebody your age and build a family with them. As I said yesterday, men, we need stability and we need discipline.
Because at that point, she said that they were in a they were in an actual relationship. They were in Vegas together. So when that happened, she had already kind of been, in this thing where he's verbally abusive, allegedly, but she thought that they were together.
Allegedly stemming from an incident in 2016. These documents reportedly include text message conversations, time-stamped photos, and other forms of evidence meant to corroborate the victim's account. Initially dismissed as baseless and extortion-driven by Sharpe's legal team, the situation took a darker turn when a second accuser came forward just days later, this time with her own documentation and an eerily similar story. The allegations quickly gained momentum on social media, putting immense pressure on Sharpe and those around him to respond. Sharpe's initial reaction, or lack thereof, only intensified public scrutiny. Rather than releasing a clear and direct statement, he opted for a vague post on social media, which many perceived as an attempt to deflect rather than confront the accusations. He wrote about being targeted for success and dealing with legal misinformation.
Out there releasing pages and pages of text messages, they're out there releasing audio. It looks to me like both sides are engaged in trying to litigate this in the media before litigating it in a court of law.
I know one thing, if you're 54, you have no reason to be talking to a 19-year-old. She's 22 now, Shannon is 56. I'm so glad that audio of Monique went viral yesterday.
But never specifically addressed the allegations or the women involved. This silence and ambiguity did not sit well with the public, and that's when D.L Hughley entered the picture. Known for his unfiltered takes on politics, race, and culture, Hughley took to his platform to dismantle Sharpe's response and call out what he described as blatant hypocrisy. In a fiery Instagram video that has since garnered millions of views, Hughley did not mince words. He called Sharpe's public persona a brand built on judgment, referencing how Sharpe has routinely criticized athletes and celebrities on national television for their off-the-field conduct. Hughley said, "When it's someone else, you've got all the smoke. But when it's you, it's crickets. That's not accountability, that's cowardice." Hughley's takedown resonated because it exposed a deeper truth. Fame doesn't shield you from consequences, and the public is no longer content with vague denials and legal jargon. He pointed out that Sharpe's brand has thrived in part because of his outspoken nature and willingness to call others out, but that same energy is now absent when the spotlight is turned on him. In one particularly piercing moment, Hughley said, "You can't be the moral compass on TV and the silent one in real life." The internet responded swiftly. Hashtags like #accountability for all and #SharpeSpeaks began trending, with fans and critics alike demanding a clear and honest response. While some of Sharpe's loyal supporters urged patience and warned against rushing to judgment, others questioned why he would delete previous posts, lock down comments, and seemingly avoid direct engagement. It didn't help that Sharpe's media appearances were suddenly paused, and upcoming podcast episodes were quietly delayed, adding to the perception that there was something to hide.
Lanny J. Davis released a statement characterizing the civil suit as, quote, a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars.
Behind the scenes, the corporate implications have been severe. Multiple sponsors are reportedly reconsidering their contracts, and several high-profile guests have pulled out of scheduled appearances. One network executive, speaking anonymously, stated, "No one wants to be the brand that stood by and said nothing. This isn't just about legal risk, it's about public trust." Sharpe's legal team has fired back, suggesting potential defamation suits against the accusers and hinting that they may release exonerating materials soon. But legal experts warn that such aggressive counters can backfire, especially in the court of public opinion, where transparency and empathy often matter more than legal technicalities. Meanwhile, the cultural conversation continues to evolve. Hughley's involvement has proven to be a lightning rod for broader issues about how Black celebrities are treated, both by mainstream media and their own communities. In his commentary, Hughley acknowledged the long history of Black men being falsely accused, but also stressed that dismissing allegations outright is equally dangerous. He urged fans to resist the temptation to blindly defend someone based on fame or past achievements, saying, "Doing charity work or being great at your job doesn't erase pain you may have caused someone else. If you're innocent, say so. If you're guilty, come clean. But don't hide behind your PR team." This line struck a nerve with many, including other celebrities who began weighing in. Some praised Hughley's courage, while others criticized him for tearing down another Black man. But Hughley wasn't done. In follow-up interviews, he emphasized the importance of creating a culture where victims feel safe coming forward, and where those accused are given due process, but not a free pass. "You can't demand justice when it suits you and duck it when it's inconvenient," he said. As of now, Shannon Sharpe remains mostly silent, and the legal process is ongoing. However, the damage to his public image may already be done. Community organizations that once partnered with him are distancing themselves. Several of his past interviews and segments are being quietly removed or edited, and fans are left wondering, who is the real Shannon Sharpe, the bold truth teller on TV, or someone hiding behind a carefully curated image? This saga has become more than just a scandal, it's a cultural reckoning. It raises tough questions about celebrity worship, accountability, and the role of media personalities who profit off judgment but shrink when the tables turn. Whether Sharpe is found guilty or exonerated in court, the lesson is clear. In today's world, silence isn't neutral, it's a statement. And as Hughley so aptly put it, you can either face the truth or be run over by it. But either way, it's coming.